Hey, I am back, cousins. I am back. I'm always come back. I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey, and welcome back, cousins, and all my new subscribers. Come on back. And if you haven't subscribed, then you need to hit that little button down there and you'll know every time I come back with the notification. Make sure you do the all the time so you'll get every single one so you don't miss it. I wanted to come and do a short video. I've talked a little bit and I think she needs a little bit more recognition, even though she's all over the web, is the person that really got me here. I think I really want to talk about her a little bit more. Peach McIntyre. Remember that name? Look it up and you will enjoy her, from her oldest videos to her newest videos. Peach McIntyre. She is an inspiration to me. If she only know how many people's lives that she has touched. I don't know how I found her on YouTube, but I always say there is a time for everything. And Miss Peach was right on time. There were some things I had been thinking about as I got older, and I was just hearing her talk one day, and I said, you know what? What I told my cousin Lisa was, you get that little whisper. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I think a lot of time entrepreneurs get that little bit of whisper. Then you tend to ignore it. Then it gets a little louder. A little louder. Then it gets really loud of what you should do. And then if you ignore it, guess what? It goes away. But as I listened to her, let me tell you a backstory of her first. By the time I did find her, Peach, she had lost everything. She stayed in the project, and there's nothing wrong staying in the project because I stayed in there when my kids were little. I stayed, but they always think people stay in there for all their lives. Not everybody. Once I could save up for me a house, I instantly got out. But, you know, you don't even know if your grandchildren are going to be in there one day, is what I always tell people, or even your child. But anyway, that's enough about the projects. But anyway, she had lost everything. She lost her house. She lost a car. I think she went in foreclosure, bankruptcy. It wasn't foreclosure, bankruptcy. And she ended up staying in the hood, as we call it. I call it economically depressed area. But at that time, she had 5 children, and she had 1 special needs, and she's married. And she was pregnant, when I met her, so she would have been pregnant on her 6th child. But let me tell you, she is so motivating, so motivating. She even said, why aren't you starting a YouTube channel? It doesn't make it sense. It's so much money out here now. She said, why are you just sitting here? You shouldn't be looking at no TV. You need to be starting your YouTube channel. You even need to look at me. So anyway, like I tell you, I have never edited, and something's going wrong with my phone, wonky right now, and I got to figure it out. I think it's a little too yellow or something. And then it's raining outside, and the light just changed. It just changed just that fast, so I try to move everything around, but let me get back to Peach. But she is so inspiring, and what I like about her is, okay, she says, even if you don't have like a camera, you can use your phone, because phones now are great. And some people are editing. I don't know how they do it. She said, but she had it wasn't an iPhone. It was some old phone that she started on. And then she would go And her husband and her son, I think, had the better phone. So she would go and take them. I don't want to say steal them. And, you know, record her videos and I guess edit on there too. And that's how she started on, you know, on her old phone. Because I even know a lot of people just have their phones. They don't have ring lights. They don't have computers. They just do, and they do phenomenal. And then once they do start making money, then they'll invest in a camera, because that's what I want to do. I want to invest in a camera. Then I won't have to use my phone and set that up. I can always leave the camera set up. But again, like I said, that I don't know much about editing, but I figured out the basics. I don't know all the other stuff. I can clip, I can do that. But I don't know how to add music and all that stuff in. Somebody told me. I have a Mac, so I use the iMovie. So I've been playing around with that a lot. But let's get back to Peach. And Peach teach classes too. When she first started out, I think she was really inexpensive on her classes. But let me tell you, Peach has only been doing this a little over a year. She said when she started out, she reached out, I guess, to other people. And she said she heard back from no one. Only one family she heard back from. And they told her if they helped her, it was a large sum of money. I don't even want to say, I want to say 7,000, but I can't remember. But it was a large number. And, you know, time is expensive. You know, some people couldn't afford to pay that. But at that time, Peach couldn't. So she said she knew that she could learn it on her own. But let me back up just a little bit, because I tell my stories too fast. Her son is the one. Her teenage son said, Mama, you need to start a YouTube channel. Because I know her son has started, but I think he stopped his. So she started half-heartedly. And she said she stopped. Then she went back. Because her son said, Mama, you can learn this. You can learn this, Mama. She went back. And then she put her whole heart into it. And that's when everything started speeding up for her. She has only been on YouTube not even 2 years. She already has her YouTube plaque. She's had over 20 million views. She's on TikTok, and she has over 1 million, because I'm not really on TikTok, but I guess I need to be. I think it's views that she have. I don't know if it's subscribers or whatever, but I know and then she's on Facebook too, so she's everywhere. And on YouTube, she has 7 different channels. And she said when she first started, her family wouldn't even sign up with her. But now her husband has a channel. Her mom has a channel. Just, you know what I looked at? She just blossomed like a butterfly. Oh my God, she just blossomed. That's what really got me. And I watched that blossom from somewhere that couldn't really get her hair done or her nails done, or which isn't really important. It's just that information. Because some people say they first saw it, they're like, oh, this woman crazy. But if you listen what comes out of her mouth, and the difference between then and now, she's the same person. Like she says, when people make money, they don't change. Usually the people around them change because they seem so different in that aspect. But she's all into, you know, and then I took her class maybe about, I want to say a month ago, or even at that time. And at that time, she was still doing it for $75. But then that would have been her last class for $75. And then after that, it was going to be $369, which I think is worth it. You know, people say they can't afford it, but you can afford to get your nails done. You can afford to get that new dress, that new shoes. If it's important, guess what? You'll come up with that money. You will come up with that money. But anyway, I knew a little bit when she took her class. I made sure, and that's how I usually do, try to make sure that that I at least have a little information. So when she was talking, I knew exactly what she was talking about, you know, somewhat. But I learned a lot from her class in those 2 hours, when she really went to 3 hours. And but you cannot get everything out of one class. I think some people do. When they pay their money, they think they're just gonna be able to go back, start the channel, and have all the information. But it doesn't work that way. And I wish people would understand that it doesn't work that way of you just taking that class. It's a learning experience. It's a learning, like me looking at that little dot all the time. And I always look away, and but I'm doing pretty good with that. And it is, because the first couple of videos that I did was, and I redid them, and they got better, and they got better, and they got better as they go along. And I really haven't been, this is what, my first week really putting videos out. And the reason, it took me a little while after class, but I was watching her one day, and she was like, she was talking out to everybody, but seems like when it's meant for you, it's like, why are you still sitting here watching TV when you could be out making your videos? And she's so right. I do not have time to watch TV. And I always wanted to get away from TV. So, and my husband, he watch enough news for all of us, so he can tell me what's happening. But I'm really enjoying it. She is so right. I am really enjoying this. It's like it put a new fire into me. And younger people can help older people. I keep saying that, but it's so true, because her son could be my grandson, and she could be my daughter. So look what she did. I mean, I'm not the youngest out there, not the oldest out here either, but you can always learn. I'm in my sixth decade, okay? And if I can learn, you can learn, okay? Because I always say I want to live long time, but I don't want to get behind either. I always know that there's a learning curve behind us. But anyway, let me hurry up, because I like to run my mouth. But Peach, she was pregnant. She was carrying a baby that she already knew was going to be special needs. And she really cried. She was really, and her husband was telling Peach, God got this. Don't worry about it. She was thinking she wasn't going to bring her baby home. She wasn't going to be able to breastfeed. But guess what? They say he of little faith. She brought her baby home. The baby really didn't have to stay in the hospital, but what was it, a day or 2 or 3? Baby, breastfeed, baby. We seen it the other day. We call him baby because she got another baby before him. But he's doing phenomenal. He is doing phenomenal. I'm sure he'll have need a little help, but who knows? Who knows? But she is so inspiring. And what I want y'all to do today, my cousins, I want y'all to look up somebody inspiring. If you're sitting, I'm going to say it again, if you're sitting in them jobs and you hate them. I keep looking at this because it's like, to me it's yellow, but it's going to be fine because I'm going to post it. But find somebody inspiring, put it down in the comments, and let me know who inspired you. It could be your mama, your daddy, it could be your sister, your brother, a teacher. Like I say, a teacher that inspired me also was Miss Ruhala with writing in English. Inspired me. So put down there and help me to get more inspired, and also all your other cousins. But I just wanted to tell you, that's how I really got here. Peach did it. Peach Patch. That's what she called us, the Peach Patch. We did it. But again, look up Peach McIntyre. She can inspire you. I want to inspire you. I want the extended family. I love family. I love them, love them, love them. So come on in, cousins. I'm going to end this. Hope you had your little coffee or tea. And again, I'm going to say, close them eyes. Take a deep breath. Open them. I know you can hear them children. I hear. I love saying that. I'm so glad those days are over. But this too shall pass. But again, I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Gray, subscribe, comment, get those notifications, and share. I want as many people as I can get. I love you, cousins. Okay, you have a great day, night, or whatever.